I feel that there's something different. There's something different about where we are as a company. There's something different about the ecosystem we find ourselves in. There's something different about the rate of change in general that is going on that keeps me up at night, but also gets me up in the morning. It's very easy to build 80% of something. It's a lot harder to get to 90%, and it's downright painful to get it to 100%. And a lot of times 100% is never achievable. I'm so aligned with builders, engineers, product people that want to build things. And what I've seen over my career is that the relationship with customers and partners solidifies when something goes wrong. Something is always going to go wrong. And until that time, you really are just kind of dating. It starts with accountability, going, there's something here, and now I'm going to drive this thing. I firmly believe almost every company was driven by teams of 2 to 5 people that can see, ooh, this is actually going to be something. I'm going to drive this. I'm going to take ownership of this. I want to be part of a company that folks ask for forgiveness, not permission. Collaboration is a big one, and it kind of goes back to the thought of, if you want to go extremely fast, go alone. If you want to go very, very far, go together. We started as a remote first company. We're still a remote first company. And I think that has worked out largely very, very well for us. But I do believe our challenge and our opportunity to improve is all going to be driven by how well we collaborate amongst groups, whether it's engineering groups or from marketing to sales into customer success to product. It's something that we absolutely need to do. And I felt that it was so important for the future success of Synadia that we wanted it to be a core value to highlight what we were talking about. I was in a meeting when I was working at TIPCO, and I had started doing more customer-facing stuff, trying to close out some of these larger deals that were very technically focused. I was still very young, but I was asked, well, of course, your system does this. And I just flat out said, yeah, no. No, it does not. And I remember getting kicked so hard underneath the table by the salesperson, and to the point that she actually pulled me out of the meeting and said, what in the HE double hockey stick are you doing? She says, I don't care if we can do it or not. Don't screw this deal up for me. And I remember thinking to myself, if I was the customer and I was really going to spend this type of money with us, right, as a company, I wanted to trust that they were telling me the truth, not only the good, but the not so good. That is integrity. Synadia as a company, one of the extreme pros that we have is that we are critical to what these businesses are doing. We have to be empathetic to what our customers are trying to do, the fact that we're so critical to their businesses, and if something's going wrong, it's not that we have to give the yes answer for everything, but they have to know that we've got their back. They have to know that we're in this journey together, and that when the fires start burning, and they will, that we will be going through that together. Even if we've lost the customer, the customer is like, I respected the way you went about the process. It goes to that trusted advisor status, which again is the pinnacle of a customer partner vendor relationship. And I see that us easily earning that. What I care deeply about is we don't lose it. You will see me react if I feel we're not giving customers the level of support and commitment from our side that they need. Two ways to look at that. One is the breadth of impact, like how many companies or users are using our technology. And then, of course, the level of criticality or the level of importance that our tech is driving to these businesses. One of the things that I'm extremely proud of is that some of the technologies I've been involved with are still running 30 plus years later. We're already starting to build some of these things up. We're already starting to show up in Starbucks stores. If you see a Rivian vehicle drive by you, there's NAT servers in that vehicle. Schaefer Automotive is running all of their critical infrastructure, all of their communications from low level stuff on the factory floor to upper level decision making and automation in all their factories is all running on us. NASCAR, Ferrari, I mean, the list goes on, and I don't see that slowing down. And I could not be more excited about the impact that we are already having, but we might have on this future landscape that, again, is going to be the craziest thing, the most bonkers human existence has ever seen. There is no playbook for this. We are on the bleeding edge, right? We are thinking very differently about how you do a lot of these things, which means that we need to deliver excellence in being the thought leaders in a lot of different areas without perfect information, without knowing if we're right or not. We are critical infrastructure for what customers do. And so it has to work. When you think of that in terms of all of these core values, all of them kind of come together almost on a daily basis right now. It's a good thing, but it's also incredibly stressful for a lot of us, right? And so I care deeply about us making sure that we balance that and we take care of ourselves. But I can tell you something is happening in an incredible way. And I'm just excited to be part of it with everybody in the company. And we're all, I think, pushing for the same result, the same outcome. And it's going to be an exciting and wild ride.